fun zigzag task. I'm not all stressed out right now, so I think I can just talk and share what I'm thinking. 15,300. We're in a big blue hole. I must be tired. I can't think of anything interesting to say. Military jets up high. I think they're military because they're right next to each other with the contrails. Going in the same direction. See, seriously, that's like the most interesting I got. I had such a great landing. It was interesting. I was watching that video and I was pumping the stick a little bit more than I'd like. It's a just nice smooth stick, but it sure was a smooth landing. Well, the sky is definitely not dead here where it's blurred, which is good.
Currently 11,700 knots normal. I'm sorry, I can't hear the station louder. Yes, I've had a very good flight.
So one of the things is going to be, what's the right do with this? And I'm thinking it probably is to go pretty far into the turnpoint. I'm thinking where that big cloud is in front of me.
Roger.
I'll consider that.
Short final now.
I've got water. I need to speed up. That is strong lift. If I didn't blow right through it, which I think I did.
Did I miss a runway?
So I've got a lot of people in front of me because I was the last one to take off in my class. So the good news is that if I fly faster than them, I'll catch up. The bad news is many of them are national champions, so unless they like get stuck or something, probably not going to be catching up. Though the clouds are about where we want them. It's definitely not overdeveloping, at least not yet. Good stuff. I think it will be a easy beat 100 mile an hour day. See a line of clouds though going out to my next turn point. So I'm inside the zone, which is good. But here's the good news, I'm starting to meet up now with people from started ahead of me. So I'll hopefully meet up with them and get some good finds, and then hopefully be on task with some of my compadres. Save the battery for later. You know, I kind of thought, even if I'm not talking much, I can still just record, and those that are die-hard want to just watch, go for it. Is off to my left, Fillmore is off to my right. You're crazy enough to grab a map and kind of see the area that we're flying over. I think I pulled a little bit too hard on that one. Got a little bit too slow in the scene. 100 and 115 when I'm not climbing. I have to work on that. It's one of my biggest Achilles heels. Slow down to 90 now. Unless it's really strong like this. Cost me big time. Pretty out here. Yesterday it was kind of stormy. Lots of cells with verga falling and stuff, so it made it challenging. Today's pretty easy. Today's Friday, and I got here Friday of last week to set up for the contest. So I've been here a week. In some ways, it's amazing all the stuff that's gone on. Other ways, I can't believe it's already been a week. Time has just flown by. Pretty amazing. By the way, this is the slow leg because I'm into the wind. Wind is showing 18, 19 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour. So the turnpoint I'm going to is called Crispy, and I named it that because there was a fire, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. So when I was exploring everything to put turnpoints, I was looking on the satellite, you could see all the burnt trees. So, Crispy. There's actually some pretty funny names. There's BFE, there's Middle of Nowhere, Crispy. stuff. It's beautiful. No chance of overdevelopment out here. Just clouds that read true. You know, you can get plenty of 3 or 4 knot lift. The challenge is to be selective enough to grab that 6, 7, 8, 9 knotter, and then be skillful enough to then do something about it. I just looked off to my left and there's a glider a couple miles away, down a couple thousand feet lower. I hate to say it, that makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I'm going faster than some. Again, since I was the last one really to start the task. No, that's not true because a bunch of people relit. So I may end up seeing some of them. Possibly do is pull my cojones out of the purse and allow myself to get really low so I don't actually do anything until I turn the turn point and let the wind blow me. I may consider that. That'll be by far the faster thing, but I have to find the lift. What am I thinking about? I'm negative the wind, and the wind is not going to help me. So, never mind. On my next leg, I'll have basically a crosswind. Usually go across. Slowly getting better. Last 60-minute speed, 73 miles an hour. Includes some big climbs, so I'm doing a little bit better. clouds, trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. this does. Talking about knots. It's basically hundreds of feet per minute. I'll leave it if it goes down to 6. Feel some more lift there. Who knows, this could be the most important climb of the day. As it then drops off. What this is going to do is get me the cloud base. If I don't lose it. Backwards. This is where the strength is. Turbulent thermal. Okay, I need another good turn. I'm going to just keep going. It's getting good. Just flying back through the area that I climbed through. sync, and it's also in the direction where I want to go. Have the discipline to not go too slow. Good stuff. Feel which way it's trying to push me. Right here in this seam. So the question is this the right choice? Because you'd think it would be underneath this cloud. You know, I'm going to explore this cloud just a little bit, just so I have some better understanding of other clouds. I feel a little bit pushing up over here. That was interesting. Back on course. Let me just see what happens if I go straight. So I'm messing around with the clouds. Probably go faster. Interesting, the wind switched on me. Sorry about that, left you guys looking up. Alright, wasn't the most compelling video, but I don't know, it's something different, just turn on the video camera, forget about it a little bit. I'm probably going to go 5 to 10 more miles. And then turn once I get a climb. See ya. Well, here's the last thermal of the day to get me home. Not bad. A little bit over 6 knots. 15,000 feet. I'm really disappointed in this flight. I felt like I flew it well, but I flew it slow. I just don't understand. So it'll be interesting to see what the other competitors do. I am sure that there's going to be numerous people that somehow flew it over 100 miles an hour. I just don't have that skill level to do it. I'm probably going to be, again, low 80s. Really disappointed. good correction. I just don't think I can fly fast enough. I'm already at 5. I'm gonna put 1,000 in the bank. Oh man, my task speed is down to 75. It's pretty pathetic. I don't want to get down. I'll just rejoice on it was a fun flight. Got low, not scared, but low, and was able to dig up. So it's all good. I need to start going. However, I just remembered which direction where I need to go. It's over a bunch of unlandable. Circle a little bigger in my map. Oops, that's annoying. What I need to do is add distance. So, and my ground speed's 122 knots. So what I need to do is to fly out over this, go as far as I dare, and then cut back. I still need to do it fast. Just trying to think. I think I'll do it at around 90. Just keep a really close eye. Here's speed in the bank. calculating right now. Out to the east, pretty. That was really cool. I didn't make a mistake. What I'm aiming for is the low spot on that mountain. was a good move to come all the way out here. I think it's scary, and so some pilots wouldn't. I think it gave me some much needed extra distance. Sorry, I'm just not all that talkative. I guess just concentrating. Yeah, I'm gonna be lucky if I get to 80 miles an hour. Not very good. Again, the winners are gonna be 20 miles an hour faster than me. They have to be. It was just too good. Hoping to get some lift off these clouds. This final glide is as high as it is. I'm just going to bump these clouds.
Coming your way, Bruno. Coming your way, Bruno.
It's easy to be hard on yourself when you're racing and stuff, especially when you're racing in a nationals against just the best of the best. These guys are simply amazing. I haven't had a chance to really fly with them yet because of things in the start. I've pretty much flown by myself. I've seen people here or there, but I don't know if they started before me or after me, and so you can't really judge excuse me, how you're doing based on other people unless you know when they left. Again, it was such a good day. I was surprised at how low my speed is. I really tried to only take good thermals and tried to stay high. Yeah, when I got low, man, I didn't waffle around for too long, and then, took a 3 knot, and then eventually 5-6 knot thermal. You wouldn't think that that would make me so slow. I don't know if there's really bad glare because of the sun angle. I tried to get a polarizing filter, but I couldn't find anything soon enough to get it here. And